Welcome to Brain Vision.
Hi there. In this problem, we have a temperature function t, which depends on x and y. So let's write down what we know. We have x, so the x-coordinate of the bug's path is given by square root of 1 plus t, and the y-coordinate is given by 2 plus 1/3 times t. Okay. We're also given partial derivatives. Partial of t with respect to x at our point 2, 3 is 4, and partial with respect to y at the same point is 3. We're asked how fast is the temperature rising on the path after 3 seconds. So if you think about what's going on, we care about the temperature function. And what we want, well, we have t, right, depending on two variables, x and y, and x and y both depend on little t, which is time. Right, so what we want in the end, we want d big T by d little t. How quickly is this temperature changing with respect to time? And chain rule tells us in order to do that, we will have to evaluate partial of t with respect to x, and then times dx dt, is following this tree down here, plus partial of t with respect to y times dy dt. It's important, of course, that time is 3. Now, since they only gave us 1 point, 2 comma 3, we are pretty much expecting that when we plug 3 in for t, that's what we'll get for x and y, but it's worth checking. But if we look up here, 1 plus 3 is 4, square root of 4 is indeed 2. And over for y, 2 plus 1/3 of 3 is 3. So we have exactly the point that we need for this value of time. Okay, so this will be quick. Partial of t by x is given. That's what they told us. That's 4. Partial of x with respect to t. Well, we'll have to look at our definition of x right here. So it's 1 plus t to the 1/2. So the derivative of that is 1/2 of 1 plus t to the negative 1/2. Right, we should do the chain rule, but in this case, the inner derivative, that derivative of 1 plus t is just 1. Good. So plus partial of t by y, again, is given. That's 3. And dy dt, this is a little easier. We can just glance at y here, and the derivative of that with respect to t is just 1/3. Okay, so we have 4 times 1/2 is 2. We can think of that negative 1/2 power as a square root on bottom, and 1 plus t, well, at this point, t is 3. So that ends up being 4 down there. 3 times 1/3 is 1. So we get 2 over the square root of 4 is 2 over 2 is 1, plus 1 equals 2. So that's our final answer. Let's just get the units right. We're measuring temperature, which in this case is measured in degrees Celsius, and it's a rate. So let's look at our unit of time, which is seconds. So 2 degrees Celsius per second, and that's our final answer. Hopefully that helped.